How's it gang? Aloha from the 808. Crash joining you again for episode 3 on Friday, November 17th, 2023 from the beautiful island of Oahu, Hawaii. Let's get started. This is, like I said, part 3 of the TTM BAS Beckett Authentication Services video. We received this submission back yesterday. They were running the 50% off football authentication special. We took advantage of it. We sent in, I believe, 31. I could be off on the number. It's unimportant. This was solely to prove that my daughter and I, at the beginning of 2023, we had decided to get the autographs of Hall of Famers or very good players, and to do it as cheaply as possible. The goal was to spend less than $1 on the item to be autographed, whether it be a picture, a self-made something or another, a baseball / trading card / football card, whatever you want to call it, an index card, whatever. And then the goal was to see if we could send it off and get it authenticated on a special. And that's exactly what we did. So every single one of these photos we got on Amazon, and every single photo cost us approximately, I don't remember exactly, 17 to 20 cents. Let's call it 20 cents. So every photo cost us 20 cents. What we did is we went in, we found the best photos we can of the best of the athlete. We find the largest size you can find with the pixelation, and then you find the picture that has the best spot for an autograph. And that's generally what we try to do. Sometimes you can't find a picture that has a great spot for an autograph, so you just do what you can. So that's what we did. Starting here, we have Steve Jordan. We sent him 2 pictures. He signed both of them. One, Steve Jordan 83 Vikes. The second one the same, Steve Jordan 83 Vikes. He was a very fine wide receiver. Next up, we have Mr. Raghib Ismail. Nobody that followed college football back in the day, which is late 90s, 2000s, you knew this dude. This guy was just explosive. He punt returner, kick returner, wide receiver. You know, the guy did it all. He was just fun to watch. Notre Dame, Raghib Ismail. Next up, we have Mr. Billy Sims from Oklahoma, 1978 Heisman champion. I gotta tell you, I just like this one because it had a good spot to sign, and it turned out nice. And I initially got this one. I was like, dude, I can flip this thing for 30 bucks. And I'm not a flipper. I don't do this to sell things. And the more I look at it, I'm like, no, that just looks cool. I'm keeping it because, quite frankly, it just looks cool. So I'm going to keep it. Next up, Mr. Billy Sims again, 1980 Rookie of the Year with the Detroit Lions. Another one I was like, dude, I'm out $3 on this. You could possibly flip it, but I get so emotionally attached to these things for no freaking reason whatsoever. I'm just like, yeah, I really like that one. And then before you know it, like, I've sold 1 autograph in my entire life. Let's just say that. 1 I have actually sold. 1 of the thousands I have obtained. So I'm really bad at this flipping game, if you can't tell. Next up, Mr. Roger Craig, Super Bowl champ. I love his inscriptions. This guy is a TTM signing champion, and he will drop his inscriptions on there, multiple different ones, and this is a good one. Kind of wish that his signature had showed up kind of like the thickness of his personalizations and his number, but hey man, this is Roger Craig, and it was free to sign, and you know what, you can't complain about that. 2 more, and we have Archie Manning. His kids played football, and this is a pretty good one, and he signed it right in the sweet spot for the photo. You know, we're not talking baseball, but he's always a good signer. His 2 sons are not, but you can clearly tell that they get a lot more mail. So anyway, Mr. Archie Manning. And the last one we have is Mr. Dan Fouts, Air Coryell fame. Signed again in a good spot. Dan Fouts is another phenomenal TTM signer. If you send him something, you are just about guaranteed to get it back. And he will drop personalizations on there. Air Coryell, if you write him, ask him what Air Coryell means, because I didn't know at the time, and I asked. And that's the only way you learn things, is by freaking asking Google or asking the person. And it's cooler when you ask the person and they respond. So that's all we got today. The whole basis of this video is to prove that you can get TTMs through the mail very cheap, and they are authentic. And if you play the game right, you can then send those autographs off for authentication at a discounted rate if you watch the deals. So this entire Dan Fouts card, again, probably 10 to 12 bucks, and it's not a card, it's a photo. I am slow. That is all I have today. Mahalo for watching. Crash out.